My. Ain't the universe something? So, Virgo, this is our end of the year reading. But before I get into all of that, I do want to say some things. So it's really like very much poetic. Let me just use that word, right? That the first ever reading I done for this channel was for the sign of Virgo. It's actually the first reading I did for the year of 2024, right? And the very last reading that I'm going to do for the 2024 year is Virgo as well. I did not, this is not something I did on purpose. The generator actually chose you. I didn't have to slap it up like I've had to the last couple times. All right, but everything works out for a reason. This is beautiful to me. I always, obviously I have a bias and I love reading for Virgo, but once I realized that, I'm like, yo, this is very much poetic right here. So anyways, this is the end of the year reading for the sign of Virgo. So if you have Virgo anywhere in your chart, sun, moon, or rising, this is for you. Ooh. Before we get into our reading, though, again, I would like to promote my book, Late Nights on Broadway, a book written by a Virgo for everybody, not just Virgos. All right, there are maybe Virgos in the book or not, but nonetheless, this is the novel right here. This is on sale, 75% off of this great book. That's the ebook that is on sale at this moment in time. You can get the physical copy of this book as well. It's not currently on sale, but you can still get it less than $20. In the link in the description box below, you can click on which links you want. Just know that the ebook version, the one that's on sale, is going to end. The sale is going to end January 1st. So in a couple days. So if that's something you want to move on, you have a couple days to do so. All right. If you would like a personal reading, not of the book, but a tarot read, you're able to reach out to me. Of course, you can find my email in the description box below to get that personal read. Just know that there are scammers in this community, unfortunately. Therefore, if someone is reaching out to you claiming to be me, it is false. I will never reach out to you or anybody asking if you want a reading. As much as I love us, I'm not going to do that, because that's just not how I schedule my personal reads. You reach out to me, all right? Let's get into this reading here for us. Quite the interesting one. Well, yeah. Anyways, we start off with the Four of Wands. This is belonging, unionship, celebration, union. Maybe this is something that we want. One of us out there wants. We desire this partnership with somebody. It would be nice. You know what I'm saying? I'm always game for, well, not always, but I am open now for like any, type of partnership or whatever the case is. Am I going to make it a life's journey at this moment in time? No. There are other things at this moment where I want to pour more so of my love into, if I'm being honest, like this channel, like my writing in general, but this is nice. This is good to see. There is something else here that I see that can be very much contradictory to this, but we'll see how the rest of this reading goes. That card doesn't show up until 2 cards after. I do have to block this card though. We have the Judgment card not in reverse. What am I saying? In upright position, all right? And this is rebirth, self-forgiveness, having an inner purpose as well. Not harshly judging yourself. I know it's called the Judgment card. In reverse, yes, it is of that. It's of that vein of someone who is harshly judging themselves. In upright, as I just showed, it's us having compassion for ourselves, essentially. And again, it's a rebirth. It's a acknowledgement of maybe our old self, maybe ourself in the past. Maybe it's an acknowledgement of a past relationship, or acknowledging that we desire this, and acknowledging who we once were in past relationships. Not just a past relationship, or even specifically a past relationship, but acknowledging who we were in not the relationship, but not acknowledging the relationship, but acknowledging ourself within that relationship, right? And wanting to change how we show up, probably in future relationships, probably for ourselves in general. You have 3 more cards, so we will continue. We have the 10 of Wands in reverse. Burnout, not seeking help, reaching limits, doing everything on our own because we're perfectionists, being a Virgo. Things that I can definitely identify with. I do feel as though if we are desiring a unionship, a partnership, it is great to always put in the work on yourself, put in the work to get that, gain that. But we always, just like with everything that we do, whether it's our personal career goals, whether it's our romantic goals, or any other goal thing that we do for work, essentially, we have to acknowledge when we need help. All right? I'm saying that to myself, and I'm saying that to other Virgos out there. But we have to acknowledge when we need the help, when we can't do it alone. Because again, burnout. It might not be physical work that you're doing, but you can still burn yourself out doing all this mental work, working toward whatever you want in your life. So let's take heed to that. All right. Next card is the 5 of Pentacles. So this is the card I was saying that was more so, in a way contradictory to the 4 of Wands. But now that I'm seeing this, and I've read this card a bit differently or at least I mentioned a different meaning for this card for one of the signs I read for on Friday, I believe, right? You might have that sign in your chart. Go check the Friday readings I did, and you posted 2 days ago. You'll see that, or at least 2 days ago from when these are being posted. But yeah, now I'm looking at it in a situation to where you might be someone who is having financial conflict, right? How this relates to the reading that we're seeing in general, or the cards we're seeing in general, is you desire a unionship, a partnership with somebody, but you don't feel as though you're worthy at this moment in time because of your financial conflicts. You don't want to go into a relationship in debt, or just, with the conflicts that you have with finances. To me, that is not a bad thing, but me speaking personally, I do this all the time. I don't want to be the dude that can't take, my woman out on a date, or can't take a trip because I'm focused on making these payments and stuff. Not saying that these payments are going to just go away. Like student debt, credit card debt, that's going to take time. Unless I hit the lotto, unless something go on, unless a bunch of people start subscribing and I get monetized and all that stuff. And that stuff is going to take time. And it's not like we can't do things that enjoy. Now, if you got a partner, male, female, whatever, you have a partner and you want to do nice things for them, and they want super extravagant shit, and you can't afford that right now, that might not be the partner for you. That doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with you. It just is that they have their taste, you have your financial reality, and you might have your taste. Their expensive taste, even if you could afford it, may not even be your thing. Y'all two just ain't gonna be meshing together. But don't make it to a situation to where you are now judging yourself harshly because again, you might be someone who needs to budget before going on a trip, or buying or having some expensive experience for your partner, you know. But that's not something that you should feel ashamed about. You're being like super realistic about your situation, if that is the case, and you're making things happen, but just not at the grand scale until you're able to do so. And if you have a partner who can't seem to understand that, then like I said, they are not the person for you. I'm not going to say they're a horrible person. They want things their way. They want to live a specific life. Fine. They should be able to go and find somebody who's willing or can give them that. But to force you into more financial binds in order for you to appease their feelings, and they're not even going to try to help you get out of those binds. It's up to you to get out of the binds, but it's also up to you to make them happy by going on these extravagant trips and all this other shit that they want. Again, that's just not the partner for you. Find someone who at least is going to be understanding and is going to welcome you, and not despite whatever financial woes you have or whatever the case is, right? You know, and I'm only bringing up relationship or just partnership because, again, we have the Four of Wands here. You know, it showed up here. This is a belonging. So I'm mentioning all of this because, you know, it's here. But I think that we are necessarily getting in our own way in regards to this, because it does seem as though we do find a partner who is going to be someone who very much celebrates us and and is welcoming to us. This energy here is not necessarily them. It's us not necessarily welcoming ourselves, us harshly judging ourselves in a way to where we are. And I know the Judgment card did show up upright. Once again, you know, self-forgiveness and all that stuff, and learning to view yourself a different way, a rebirth of some sort. And again, that energy is still present, but as with, you know, as with myself as a Virgo, or just anybody in general, we can identify with both the highs and the lows. And this is definitely a situation where I believe where we're getting there in the aspect of not harshly judging ourselves, because, you know, Virgos are super judgy. What folks don't understand is we are our own worst critic. You think we're bad with other people, you should hear how we talk about ourselves. Like, I'm not gonna speak for every Virgo, but me, like, y'all can be so judgmental. You should, if you heard the things I would say about myself, you'd be like, chill the fuck, like, you're so mean to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes that shit is warranted, and it actually works. Oftentimes, and again, speaking from experience, it does not help, and it's only making it worse. And it's just it's like a horrible disease. It's like a horrible drug, you know, where it's like, this is bad for me. There's no good coming from this, but I'm still doing it because I'm addicted to doing this thing. You know what I'm saying? We'll move on to our last card. We had the Five of Cups in reverse. So, and this is another card of self-forgiveness, finding closure, you know. Again, it's a balancing act, it seems, here with the two energies of us judging ourselves and us understanding that we are much more than just our terrible finances or finances in general. We are much more than what we can bring to the table, essentially. We are much more than just acts of service to somebody, that we should not value ourselves based off of our financial standing, based off of our career standing at the moment. You can be someone who career-wise, financially, things are not bad, but they're not the worst. But career-wise, you're not where you would like to be, right? And because of that, you still feel as though you're incapable of love. You're incapable of a partnership. You don't belong somewhere, essentially. right? You're incapable of this, so you move in this type of energy of I'm just unwelcomed here, or nobody's gonna want me. When again, it's showing up here to remind us that actually there is somebody out there that does want you, that will accept you where you are at this moment in time. And you know, with a great partner like that, things they can help us better. They can help us like achieve the things that we want. I'm being called to pull one more card and make a complete 6-card reading for us. Let's see what it is. This is at the top of the deck. Bam! Can't make this stuff up, man. I love the universe. Look at this. Look at this. 8 of Cups. Wishes fulfilled. So, Virgo, I'm going to keep it real with you like I keep it real with everybody, but definitely keeping it real with us. We're tripping out right now. We're really making a big deal out of our own insecurity when it comes to our money, when it comes to our career. We stop valuing yourself based off of where you are right now. If you desire a partnership, and I'm saying if, because not everyone wants this, but even if you don't desire that, this message still fits for you. But if you desire a relationship right now with somebody else, having this idea of I am too broke, I am in too much of a financial bind, or a career rise, I am not where I want to be, and therefore, because I don't have all my ish together, no one is going to want me. No, that is not what this reading is saying. That is not the case here. Not at all. But if you don't desire a relationship, the message still stands that you harshly judging yourself and saying, I'm nobody, I'm not this, I'm not that, still dead that. Again, we have the Judgment that showed up. We have the 5 of Cups in reverse that shows up. Self-assured. Self-forgiveness. Let me just say that. That's what it is. Like us realizing that we can be our worst enemy. And again, it's the 7 of Cups, not 8. My bad. You know what I'm saying? Terrible with math. Oh well. Nah. I thought I saw one more 1, but it's actually 2 ones after the 5. So 7. But nonetheless, this is opportunities, wishes being fulfilled. Getting the things that we desire in life. These things are going to happen for us. But we need to get out of this judgmental, harsh energy that we ain't shit. Virgo, like, come on now. If any zodiac sign is the shit, it's us, man. Like, come on now. Seriously, though. So it's like, stop judging. I don't know how else to put it. We just stop judging yourself. And it's easier said than done, trust me. And like I said, I still suffer from this. I'm speaking from experience as someone who still does this. But I'm also saying here, and as I acknowledged earlier on in the video, it hasn't done me well when I was in those modes. When I am in those modes, it doesn't do me well. So it's like, you might as well learn from this and say, hey, I'm having a moment right now to where I am second guessing myself, right? Simply because things aren't perfect, right? Where we want things to be perfect in our eyes, of course, right? But that does not mean that we are unworthy. We can always work at getting. You see this individual, right? You see everything that's happening for them, right? This comes with manifestation. This comes with work. This comes with opportunities. This comes with thinking, wishful thinking, but thinking first and believing that we deserve all of this. It comes with that type of thinking first. And then, once you do the work, you envision it, you see it for yourself, you do the work to obtain it, we will receive that perfection. whatever that may look like for us. All right, for you, me, anybody else. All right, that's what I have for us today. That is what I have for us today. The last official reading for the sign of 2024. Very poetic, like I said. The first day of the last. Was not planned. We'll see how it goes next year. God willing, we are all still around to see that. Okay? If you would like a personal read from me, you're able to book that by sending me an email. You can find my email in the description box of this video and every video that I upload. You can also find the link to my book, Late Nights on Broadway, in the description box as well. It is on sale right now, 75% off. The ebook version is the one that is on sale right now, not the physical copy. You can get the physical copy less than $20, but it's not on sale right now. All right, but if you want the ebook version on sale, check the description box below. The links will tell you which one is physical, which one has the sale, which one ebook, all that good stuff. Okay. Thank you for trusting me, for being your intuitive reader for today, for the year, really, and or at least one of your intuitive readers for the year. I appreciate you for tuning me in. I'm glad to be part of the Virgo collective always. I love it. I would not, honestly, and I'm not saying this because I'm a Virgo. I'm saying this for real, because I mean it. If I had to reincarnate to another sign or reincarnate to another life, I would still ask God to make me a Virgo. Alright, simple as that. And it would be great if I still had the same August 30th birthday, but as long as it's in the sign of Virgo and stuff. Well, actually, no. Keep the birthday. Keep the sign. I don't care about the year. If I reincarnate to someone younger, what reincarnation, I'm assuming it's going to be someone young. I don't know. But if I had to be reincarnated, my soul, into another life form, I pray that God reincarnates me into a Virgo. That's just what it is. Say we can experiment with the moon and the rising sign, but Virgo, keep that sun. Keep that sun. I keep that sun what it is. But anyways, yeah, this is the end of the year reading for the sign of Virgo. All right. Thank you for trusting me once again, for being your intuitive reader for the year. And God bless you. God bless your family. Until next time, until next year, y'all take care out there. Happy New Year.